Hi, this is Stephanie Miller from The Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from my show on Political Voices Network.
Right. Do you think he does not know what a vaccine is?
I think now after all of the things we've told him, the thing that I think underlies this, Rachel, is that he wanted it so much to be like the flu, because historically the flu peaks and it goes away in March. April, it's gone, and then you could go on with the election cycle.
It has a season.
Yeah.
There is a season. Turn. What season is this, Chris? Stupid.
The stupidest season.
Stupidest season and the stupidest timeline in the history of stupid.
Hi.
Hi. Can I just say, I know of all the criminality we talk about and lying, you know what I always say? It's like that basketball I got in the stomach during that dodgeball game from John Comstock. We were the only two left because, I was a junior dyke jock and he was the best athlete in the school, and we didn't have a regular ball, so we had a basketball, and that hurt. That does hurt.
At least it wasn't like a baseball.
He was really good athlete.
True.
Yeah, that's what that. Some days are like a basketball. Just his blinding stupidity alone. Like, doesn't that just Okay. The other part Dr. Fauci talks about in his book. By the way, can we ask Dr. Redlener? Can we get Dr. Fauci on? He's his friend.
We can ask him tomorrow.
Come on, let's do it.
We can ask him tomorrow.
Let's do it. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a stressful day when I break out Fart Machine too, because this one's not gonna be enough. I have a couple other polls to talk to you guys about.
I know you wanted me to get a bad poll. I saw it yesterday, and I was like, I'm not going to get it for her. It's going to upset her. And then she sent it to me.
Well, I mean,
you can't protect me forever.
Yeah, we can't ignore bad polls.
That's what I want to ask you guys about. Is I don't know, because I don't want to be what's the word? Like, head in the sand, like happy clappy.
Right.
Oh, don't pay attention to,
Because then you get surprised.
But then I get that also the media does this for clicks and ratings, and we all freak out. And
nobody answers their phones.
The polls, how many times are they completely wrong? Mm-hmm. And then we all go, oh, I mean, anyway, where was I? Oh,
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, it's the poll showing young black men trending toward. You don't believe it?
No.
Okay. I want to go with you because it feels better.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, this is why I have to keep the human buzzkill,
I'm not buying it.
Lock her around.
I'm just not.
It's one of many, many polls that you should look at in aggregate.
I know.
All those black folks at that church in Detroit tell you that, right?
Well, that's circumstance.
I mean, part of it is this thing we talk about all the time, why we miss Eric Boehlert so much, is because I don't trust the mainstream media. They don't. Well, Daniel Dale, I'm afraid, is going to stroke out.
I know, the poor guy.
I mean, I don't, thank God they're trying. But literally, they need to have a Chiron just goes, no, everything lie. Nope, not that either. Because everything he says is a lie almost. And it's...
I wasn't never going to stay at my hotel in Chicago. I wasn't ever going to do that.
So, right, it leaks to the press that he was going to stay in Chicago. He's like, oh, no, I'm staying in Milwaukee. I didn't say it was a horrible city, right? And then everybody in the room goes, yes, he said that. And then he's like, yeah, I said that. But that's...
He's a timeshare salesman. He will say anything to get the sale.
By the way, I just love this. Only he can... Chicago had been preparing for weeks to have Trump stay at his hotel, so now he's pissed off two cities. Nicely done.
But it'll save us some money, and he won't make any money.
Not a lot of people in Chicago is going to vote for him anyway.
God.
But his hotel won't make the money, so he won't pocket it now.
So here's the two. I know, because polls are BS.
Until
they're good ones.
You find one.
No, these are ones that I don't.
Oh,
like,
I see. Okay.
Which is why I've broken out.
Got it. Look at them all in aggregate.
Yes. I mean, and I don't know whether, I have no clue. Obviously, that was a smokes and mirrors. It was all like white people. It was like 100 white people in a quote-unquote black church. So, of course, a lot of it is bull. But, it's just, if we're to believe how closely divided this country is, if they're correct about that much of the young black vote going to, and why? I mean, that's what I'm like, my head's ready to explode because I'm the biggest racist we've ever seen. Seriously. And it's like, is this the thing about some macho thing? I'm like, really? The guy with a makeup and a girdle and heels? That guy is somehow...
Bottle of Aquanet every day?
Oh, my... Right. Okay. And then the other, I don't know, they did a
I
poll
think
yesterday.
I think it's less about appearances and more about attitude.
He's still a wuss.
Oh, really? Yeah, he's so thug life. He's so tough.
I mean,
Okay, hold please.
they're not looking at the heels. They're looking at the attitude.
They're looking at, oh, really? Yeah, because he's super tough. Okay,
He can take it,
hang on. I'm looking for a Bob Seska tweet. It's Man Meat Wednesday.
It
you know.
is.
We have that to look forward to.
And I'm here.
Yeah. He's no slouch.
Every time you send me one of your pathetic Chris's right letters, I have to print one of my many, many Chris's wrong letters. So let's just get to that in a minute. Anyway, the other poll was 62% of Americans want all of the illegal aliens currently in the United States deported.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, this is what they do.
Do
I
they
get,
want-
I get it every time they play to people's worst instincts and to fear-mongering and to xenophobia. But first of all, that's practically impossible.
Yes.
And like Bob Seska says, I wonder what will happen to prices when Trump reports 30% of the U.S. agricultural workforce.
Exactly.
I mean, but I get it that he plays to people's worst xenophobic, instincts. And I do worry to what degree that's going to work. Biden, I mean, the fact that Biden did a really good thing yesterday, people go, oh, I don't know if that's going to hurt him politically.
It shouldn't.
That these are people that have been here and
For
working
years.
hard and paying taxes for 10 years?
And paying into Social Security and not getting it back unless they become a citizen.
Right.
So
Yeah. But anyway, so it is really, it's endlessly, here,
But
I'll just use my regular one for a minute. Yeah.
All of that is a part of the worldwide right-wing tilt.
it is. You're,
Europe is
Yes.
really
Yeah.
going anti-immigrant.
You're
Yeah.
very right.
France is having a big problem
Yep.
with that sentiment right now.
Yep.
So we aren't the only ones.
Yeah.
It's a worldwide tilt
Yeah.
to anti-immigrant.
I hate everybody this morning. I hate
Even me?
Netanyahu. I hate Hamas. I hate this whole tragic situation. Oh, Netanyahu is a despicable piece of...
Yes.
Seriously. So he puts out a video criticizing the Biden administration for not... First of all, it's Republicans that withheld aid, but he never criticizes them because he is all in on trying to get Trump... How about Putin and Kim Jong-un meeting? And they're going to help Putin with, weapons for Ukraine, and they're going to help North Korea with their missiles and whatever. I'm like, what does... Okay, I
We'll
have
talk
to
to
ask
Malcolm
Malcolm
about
Nance.
that.
I have to ask Malcolm Nance.
There's a lot
Other
to
than that
ask
he's a
Malcolm.
giant traitor, what is Trump's thing about loving our enemies so much and not getting who our enemies are in the
He
world?
loves the strong man because he wants to be
And
one.
hating our allies, hating our friends. I mean, it's just, anyway, it's just, you know what I'm saying, Chris? It's a whole morning.
Are we going to need to have a bucket nearby?
I think so.
Maybe. This is bad. Okay.
Bucket and some toilet paper?
Yes.
Wet washcloth for
Yeah.
the fever,
Okay. Even your letter about being right is completely wrong. You and your supporter are completely wrong. By the way, Trump stumbles once again mocking Biden's cognitive ability. He called them clean fakes. What did he call
We
it?
have it, yeah.
Oh, it's too
Don't
much
worry.
tummy
He
for
called
to
them clean
Not
fakes.
hear
right
his
now.
voice
Later,
yet.
later,
Okay.
later.
They're not clean fakes, you moron. Oh my God.
He's a Moran.
He needs to get
Meanwhile,
a
how much footage
needs to
do
get a
we have
Brian,
that you don't have to, cheap fake or deep fake or anything of Trump leaving to no one? Have you seen how many times he gets off a plane and goes like, blah?
Or coming
There's
out
nobody-
of Trump Tower in New York, he waves it. There's nobody on the street.
Oh my God. And meanwhile, literally, all you do is change the camera angle to see that it is not how they're trying to portray Biden anyway. All right, Leslie, who is as wrong as in Westmont, Illinois, as wrong as Chris. I love Chris just forwards this to me. So sad. Sad. I'm on Team Chris. I think the Dems should do whatever they need to do to win and save democracy, including using AI to get Trump to say things that will turn his worshipers against him. When Stephanie said AI can't create anything crazier than what Trump is already doing, she's missing the point. Trump's worshipers love the crazy stuff he says. They need to see AI Trump saying things like, I'm opening Mar-a-Lago to immigrant families. Dr. Fauci is a national hero and right about everything. Putin is evil and needs to back away from Ukraine. President Biden was responsible for $35 insulin. The judges I appointed to the Supreme Court are a disgrace and should be replaced immediately with
Those would be
Biden
fun.
appointees. I am just a performance artist seeing how far I can go before you all woke up and stopped worshiping me, but you clearly all have too much brain damage and you will never leave. My vice presidential pick is AOC, and I haven't been feeling too well lately. All right.
That's funny.
That's funny, Leslie.
That would be great.
And you know that saying, Leslie, about there's no bad ideas?
That might work.
That might work.
That might work with his followers.
never-
Oh, are
No.
you kidding me?
That-
They would never believe it.
You are giving his
believe
followers
everything.
way too much credit. Seriously.
It's funny, but really,
You are giving his followers way too
All
much
right.
credit.
let's get to the very, I don't want to talk about quantity, Chris, but here's my Steph was right.
That is not.
That is
is
not.
6 years worth of show prep that you haven't gotten to.
Show prep is love letters. Okay. Bonnie and Madison, Chris is wrong about cheating. Democrats shouldn't do it too. Anti-democratic cheaters want both sides to do it to undermine confidence in our self-ruled system of government. Don't fall for it. Still love you, Chris.
Yeah,
That
no,
part,
not
whatever.
really.
Nah, right.
Yeah.
All right. In a very patrician way. She still loves you.
Yeah, I never
wrong
loved
as you
her,
are.
so.
All right. Oh, by the way,
What?
leave the hating to the other side.
What happened?
What happened?
No, I just, it's still stuck in my craw. Someone that,
Are you still looking at comments?
because you eat meat, someone
Oh.
wrote meat is murder and they used a homophobic slur. So this is a liberal vegetarian that is calling Chris a homophobic slur because this is the whole point of being liberals, people, is we don't judge other people.
I am cynical. I don't give a crap what that person says.
Okay.
I hope they choke on a steak.
Jody and I are mostly plant-based, little fish. Chris likes.
Sometimes,
We don't judge.
Sometimes a filet mignon.
Huh?
Sometimes you have a filet mignon.
Oh, every now and again. Well,
God, I haven't had one of those.
I'm
in
cheap,
forever.
and when it's offered, I'm like, okay.
when Omaha Steak sends one.
I'm like, all right. well,
Okay.
It's a nice cut.
Yeah.
I'm not very grounded in my moral values.
You are invited to Stephanie Miller's Sexy Liberal Save the World Tour. It's the political comedy event of the year, and it's coming to a city near you. Join Stephanie Miller, the queen of progressive talk radio, along with Hal Sparks, John Fugelsang, and the comedy duo Frangela, mocking all the fascists and trolls for a tour that is hilarious, inspiring, and deeply offensive to just the right people. It's an all-new tour with all new guests and a side-splitting evening of stand-up. Stephanie Miller's Sexy Liberal Save the World Tour.